So today I'm going to be talking about a new feature coming soon to Acryl Managed DataHub, subscriptions and notifications. All right, so this is actually good timing since we now have that video that Miko is about to post from Heijin around the DataHub Actions Framework. I definitely suggest checking that out for this town hall, by the way. So some of you may know, we already do support the ability to configure notifications for different sync systems using this Actions Framework. In fact, we already received a nice presentation and demo of this from our very own Shashanka at last November's town hall. So go check that out. It's in the November town hall video that's posted on our YouTube channel. So using this Actions Framework, you can configure different actions to take place based on certain events, such as sending a message to a Slack channel when a new tag is added to an entity. However, this does require some dev work on your side to configure these actions. But I will say we do have some handy guides in our docs site for doing this for Slack as well as Microsoft Teams. Links are there at the bottom of the slide, or you can just search for it on our docs site itself. Since Managed DataHub, Acryl DataHub focuses on providing out-of-the-box solutions for our customers, we ended up building on top of this framework, introducing a new concept of subscriptions to entities and notifications that we generate based on those subscriptions. So you may be asking yourself, all right, Chris, what the heck are these subscriptions you're talking about? And I'm here to tell you, subscriptions are basically a new way to configure notifications that you want to receive for different events on specific entities in DataHub. So with subscriptions, you'll be able to subscribe to different entities that matter most to you and receive only the notifications that you care about for each of those entities. You'll also be able to go in and check out your own list of subscriptions that you have to quickly find these entities, and you configure those notifications that best match your use case. To start, we're going to support receiving notifications for some of the most classic DataHub events around health and governance. You can see here in the screenshot on the left that will support receiving notifications for if an entity is deprecated, assertion status changes, so if it changes from passing to failing, or vice versa. Incident status changes, so like if an incident is raised, resolved, or reopened. Schema changes around columns being added, removed, or modified. Owners being added, removed. Glossary terms added, removed, or proposed. Tags added, removed, or proposed as well. To start in V1, we will be supporting Slack notifications with these subscriptions, but soon we're planning on also supporting both email as well as Microsoft Teams. Cool. All right, let's hop ourselves into a little demo of this new feature. Let me get over here. Okay, so for the sake of demo time, I've already gone in and configured the Slack integration for our instance, as well as default member and channel IDs to send these notifications to. Instructions on how to do that are actually already on our docs site, so no worries there. So for this, let's say as an individual, I know about one data set that's very important and has a lot of usage in our organization. I really want to ensure that nothing around its health is updated without me being notified. So let's say in this case, that data set is called pet profiles. I know that it is that. And it's the snowflake table right here. So here I'm going to click this new little star on the right that allows me to open up a subscriptions drawer where I can opt into any subscription or any notifications that I care about for this entity. So in this situation, let's say I care about deprecation, care about assertion status changes, and definitely incident status changes as well. These other notifications are definitely important, but maybe not for my use case around this specific table that I really care about. I already configured my default member ID to send notifications to, and I'm just going to use the default. All right, so now that I've subscribed, I can go in here and just raise an incident. So I'm just going to call this new incident with a testing for you all description. And once I click add, I got to move some stuff really quick. Here we go. And I'm going to open up Slack. You can see I just received, as of 1:04 p.m., which it is for me, a new incident was raised by admin on this data set. And you can click it. And if I go back and I click resolve this incident, that was a false alarm. Just to test, you can see I go back and I just received that notification for that incident status changing yet again, changing from active to resolved. All right, let's go back. So for scenario 2, I'm going to walk you guys through another one. Let's say I'm also a member of a group in our organization called the Data Governance Team, whose main goal is, you guessed it, data governance. I know of a data set as well that contains some PII, and I want to ensure that I'm notified when anything governance related is updated to that data set. So I'm going to look for that data set here. It's called customers. I'm going to use this snowflake table. And so here I'm going to subscribe as a group. And my group is called Data Governance Team. And here I'm going to subscribe to anything that's around data governance related. So specifically, I care about owner changes, glossary term changes, as well as tag changes here. I'm going to turn on Slack notifications, and then I have a channel already configured for this team as the default. So now that we're subscribed here, I'm going to just add a new owner. There's a user in my instance called DataHub. And then if I add that, you can see if I go to Slack in this new channel that I set up called Subscriptions for Town Hall, I just received a notification that admin has been added to owners for this data set customers. Very, very exciting. Yeah, so you can see we're receiving these notifications based on these subscriptions itself. Finally, if you wanted to check out all the subscriptions that you have for either yourself or your team, you can always go to the new My Subscriptions tab, see everything in here. From here, you can always edit a subscription. You can unsubscribe from something if you set it, like if you're tired of it, for example, all that good stuff. Cool, so that's it for my demo. Let me go back to the slideshow. And then here, all right, so right now we're in the finishing stages of V1 of this project and plan on getting this to our Acryl customers in the next 3 to 4 weeks. After this is released, we plan on tackling email notifications as well as Microsoft Teams notifications, like I said before, all integrated with our new subscriptions feature. And that's it for me. Thanks, everyone. And back to you, Miko.